I'm 65.
I'm 53.
I am 57.
56? 57?
57 too.
75. Did you not know that?
You know, I thought it was 39.
Oh, bitch. How much?
66.
60 to 70.
45. 33.
45.
39.
I was originally a chemist, but ended up as managing director of a medium-sized company.
I was a postman.
I still work. I work for a bank.
I run a marketing company.
I do television compliance.
I run an interior shop.
I work in financial services.
I had a PR agency.
Operations manager, director in food industry.
I was a teacher, head teacher.
I manage a concession for LK Bennett. Before my children, I'm ex-cabin crew.
Currently social media coordinator, but I'm juggling that with my new position for the next 2 months because I'm now property manager for Deal Holiday Lets.
I own a salon, so hair and beauty.
I'm an electrician.
We maybe go away 3 or 4 times a year.
Once a month.
Once a month.
3 times a year.
6 times a year.
We'd like to have gone away maybe a couple of times a year. We're going on Monday actually to Greece, but going away definitely beach.
Pre-COVID, 4 or 5? Overseas, yeah. Leisure beach, yeah. When we go, we just kind of switch off and...
2 to 3 times?
Yeah.
Overseas.
Mostly, yeah, with a bit of sunshine.
Cycling, travel,
Cycling.
walking. Deal for the market and restaurants and bars.
We eat out regularly, obviously, and walking.
Walking.
More of the
I guess we do a walk,
Yeah.
don't we? I mean, you know, again, depending on what we're
Running
doing.
as well.
Running.
My activity is eating and drinking. I do love that. So yeah, I'm always looking for nice restaurants to go to, and I think we're very lucky in Kent. From London originally, so moving down here and sort of finding all the gastronomy is like encompasses in just amazing restaurants. So I've always got a hit list of where I want to eat next. So yeah, that's kind of what we do with work and everything. We love going to pubs. I love going to the gym, walking, busy with children, running them around.
So we spend a lot of time in Deal. Not too far obviously, but life is busy. We like to see a show, so quite often we'll go for a show or just go for drinks and dinner. Normally eating, yeah, we do like to go out for meals. Not much clubbing anymore. And that's it really, yeah, socialising.
Fruit and veg, local delivery, and butchers local delivery, and fish local delivery.
You know what I would say? I wouldn't say a brand, I'd say I shop more independently now.
I found myself buying very much from smaller places.
Everything comes from local shops, and all the food we eat is grown locally.
Aldi mainly. I have my nearest store is Waitrose, and I'll pop there. But I'm finding Aldi's is much better value for money. It's really good. I wouldn't shop there if it wasn't good. It's not just about the money. So
We go to the Black Pig in Deal sometimes for meat. I'm very much an online shopper.
Next online.
Yeah, next. Trust better next to fit.
Yeah. We go to the fishmongers, the butchers.
Normal, good value, quality, not necessarily quantity, but good food.
Something different.
Something different, yeah.
Fresh. As in the fish and that.
Local.
Always good.
Quality, the old classic ones, quality, freshness, range, independence, organic.
I feel like they know us. That's really there is something nice
Yes,
about that to come
that
in and
is.
just say, oh, hi Steph, or whatever. I mean,
Ambiance, atmosphere, the staff. I mean, I love it when I walk in and they say, you're usual. Value for money, yeah, definitely. But we haven't got where we are without being careful.
The service makes the atmosphere really comfortable. Food is important. We don't expect food in any restaurant to be brilliant every single time because that's just not possible. But the if there was ever an issue, it would be put right immediately.
Yeah, I think I'm terribly sensitive to extraneous noises. So if there was horribly loud music of some kind, it would deter me.
I love the idea of like locally produced. I love in Kent, especially where you've got that sort of 5 mile menu, and then people celebrate that. I love Kent wine. I get a little bit disappointed when I go to a venue and they don't have Kentish wine because it's so good. But of course, quality. We all look for quality and value for money now, don't we, as well? I think staff and atmosphere is really important. I think because I work in that, always have worked in that industry, hospitality. I think it's quite easy to be nice to people, and when people are a bit rude, I find it quite. The food could be incredible. I think a good example actually is maybe the Sportsman at Sea Salter. That I've walked in there a couple of times to book dinner, and it's super expensive and it's meant to be like the most amazing restaurant, but the decor isn't great and the staff haven't been that friendly, and so we've kind of walked out and not made a reservation, and yet everyone says it's the best restaurant in Kent, it's got Michelin stars, and yet I'm kind of like, I've got other places to go to that maybe I think are better. Yeah, so I think that actually that's probably as important as the food, probably slightly more.
Good service is massively important, because if the food's rubbish, it kind of can soften the blow. Obviously, good food is important, but I think service is a massive factor. And good brand vodka and bourbon and wine. And like my husband loves bourbon, so to have a bourbon, he doesn't mind drinking Jack Daniels as a whiskey, but he would prefer a bourbon, and not everywhere does a nice bourbon. So that's a big factor. If it's somewhere you frequent quite a bit, they should, I think, recognise, even if they don't know your name, but acknowledge you as if, nice to see. Yeah, I think that's important. But yeah, I think presentation is a big thing, because it is your first impression of it, isn't it, when it's on your plate, so.
Lanes, or the lane or lanes in Deal.
Here?
Coast Guard.
I do like to eat here, genuinely.
Rose in Deal.
Cafe de Tournai. That's my absolute favourite.
I don't think it's run by the same people anymore, but the Compasses Inn was one of our favourites. Love the Good Shed. Probably, actually, if I were to say go somewhere lovely, it would be the Piglet Bridge.
Here, obviously. I don't know if you know the Sicilian in Deal. We love it in there because Pino and Angela just treat you like family, and the food is amazing. It's not overpriced, so we like that. Where else do we go? Victuals.
I'd say at least once or twice a month.
Oh, I would say about once every 10 days, if you average it out. And we very rarely come just the two of us.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
We're normally with 4, 6 or 8 other people.
Yeah. We have all sorts of groups of friends, and we'll always come for one of their birthdays, and we'll always, that's 8 or 10 birthdays a year for a kick-off.
Yes.
And then we'll come here for somewhere for anything.
If we...
Maybe once a month. Special occasions, birthdays, etc. Sometimes just because. My boys are 17 and 15 now, so it's really nice to just treat them every so often. I haven't seen you for a long time, so it's nice to meet Mum today. Well, I make lots of plans with my friends. My friends mainly live in London, so I've got lots of things booked up. So it's really important that I catch up with friends.
Yeah, maybe once or twice. Yeah, once a week. Maybe once every 2 weeks. Mark and I, or we've got friends that we'll go out just as a 4 normally. Sometimes 6 of us, but generally 4 of us will go out for dinner.
It has to be location, because we live like 200 yards away, but it is the quality of the food. It's reliably good.
Friendly.
It's friendly. The service is really good. I think the team run a really, really tight ship, as I said earlier, and just the general ambience, I think.
It's local. This is what we moved here for, and it's always good food.
Very friendly.
Very friendly, yeah.
Everyone's really friendly. Yeah, everyone's really friendly.
Yeah, all the staff we've had over the last 18 months always been friendly.
And they've introduced us to people who we've met now and who we're friends with. So they've brought us together with other people. So.
Anybody who comes, my kids or any friends or anybody, we bring them here. It's a social place, so we can sit and do what we're doing now with you, without any feeling of being, you know, precious about it. I know it's not trying to be a cafe for us. It's a local cafe. You know, probably everybody knows this, and we sit down and we eat. We normally sit there, right? There's always 6 of us, and the food we can guarantee the food's fine, so we don't think about it. We just have the social thing which can go on for many hours.
But this is my all-time
Ambiance.
favourite. I come here very regularly. The food is divine. I just love the selection of food here.
It's local. I've never had a bad time in here. I like the food. I really like the wine. I really like Tim. And we've just never had a bad time in here. We've always, like, everyone makes us feel comfortable and at home. So when we come here, we know we'll feel at ease.
We love the staff here because we are local. They do look after us, and we feel that here because I know you get a lot of tourists here. And so to be recognised, you know, that we are locals, and we feel that here, and we like that. We, you know, I don't want a special treat, you know, but it's just nice to feel welcome, and we do when we come here. So I think that's a big factor. And obviously the view is amazing. The food is consistently good here. We don't get a bad meal, so that's important.